In the meantime, carnival is being celebrated in the villages. The primary school pupils join in the festivities and are on their way through the village to the town hall, where they can collect a gift from the mayor. Apart from carnival celebrations, preparations for the local amateur drama group are underway.
Will du Mitglied worden in der Dumität?
Oh, Dank für immer.
Nee.
Ernst, tust du? Ist das was Besonderes?
Je woont nu achter het dik en daar ligt nog die waterleitung. En die pompt weer water achter het dik, damit hij wat te wassen en te douchen moet worden.
This time, Timo Knevel has called them. The house in which he lives belongs to the premises of a closed-down brickworks.
Also, wir haben hier achter Dik kein Bootanschluss, deswegen macht die Freiwillige Feuerwehr hier für auch eine Übung, dass wir unsere Sterne hier für Boote kriegen. Ne? Also, wir sind hier nur mit 3 Junggesellen introcken. Und der Hauptgrund war eigentlich, dass wir uns Ruhe hier haben. Wir will nichts mit den anderen zu tun haben, die für die wohnen. Wir müssen hier trocken, dass wir uns Ruhe haben, kein Olskis, kein Skandal. Hier können wir down und lauten, was wir wollen. Hier können wir Party machen, wir Anlauf oben und machen hier richtig fein fest. Und das war eigentlich mit der Hauptgrund, warum wir hier introcken würden. Ne? Und dann brötchen wir noch ein bisschen, kicken noch ein bisschen Fernsehen und meistens geht auch noch ein Bullen auf die Taube. Ne? So hast du das hier gehört. Ach, der Dick.
The local farmers help by using their tractors to transport the firewood for burning. Farmer Peter Rosing from Kritzum lets the local community use his land for the traditional Easter bonfire and makes sure, along with the local fire brigade, that the fire does not spread anywhere outside the area allocated. Elsa and Hans Gunther de Vries continue to run the business founded by their parents, with lots of new ideas and hard work. Anyone interested in shooting as a hobby should join Jemgum's Rifle Club. The local crack shots don't only look good out in their procession. The club life has improved considerably since the opening.
Ja, bezoek maar 4 maanden. Wat u winterlijk auto aanpakt, omdraait. Wie kon je niet meer? Dan moesten we nog op het strand. Toen was het nog niet zo slim vandaag, dus die dag kon we weer aan.
Wir würden uns ganz besonders freuen, wenn Interessierte.
We would be especially pleased if those who were thinking of joining would simply come by and take a look. They would soon see that we are not just here to celebrate and drink. Okay, that's also part of the club life. But we also have our sport. You need to be fit and be able to concentrate. It's an ideal sport. Dear sporting colleagues, I wish you all good fun and hope that you all arrive safely and well in Bunde. Here we see Luutpoort Handwerker starting the inline skaters on their tour of Riderland, which this time takes them from Ditsum to Jemgum via Bunde and Wena. The skaters give all they have as they speed by the Jewish cemetery. In Oldendorp, you can enjoy the sight of beautiful thoroughbred horses. Many years ago, none of the local farmers would have believed that Hermann Troff would be able to successfully combine milk production and horse breeding under one roof. How wrong they were. Urko, his son, proved to be an excellent rider and over the years encouraged his father to build on and increase his love for beautiful horses.
Dann soll ich ja mein eigen Pet haben und da hat Vater mir dann halb so ein Geopet besorgt. Man muss ständig die Dänen auch haben, was fehlt oder was hat er. Das ist uns Brillantringstückchen, der ist also heilhoch dekoriert. Und ja, manchmal ist ein halb bewagt damit. sowas Hälften muss schneiden und so, was der auch so zurecht machen, beschnücken und so schäden und all so was. Das ist eben Arbeit, was man dann machen muss, wenn man auf den Schau hingeht, wenn man auf Auktionen hingeht oder sonst was.
Sehr von Bodorf stammen, und gehen hier. Hebel auf der Tauchen und Rüggels. Und was macht die Glinde, stappt in Leichte. Haut auch noch auf der scheiß Skabkant von Leder und Spundband und Hauminett. Und der ist so rinfall. Der ist stramm und blau Flecken und dann auch noch ein Bautour, was man later.
The Ems barrier near Nendorp is a site that also fascinates the yachtsman. During the well-frequented open day, there was a lot going on and a lot to see. Take, for example, the huge dimensions of this barrier, 15 meters below the surface of the Ems. In just 1 second, 20 tons of water can be pumped by a single underwater pump. The marine harbour in Midland is rather concealed and is not easy to find. Parties and other events are often celebrated here, as well as regattas on the Ems. Jan and Gerrit Bühlscher took over the shipyard following the death of their father, and even one of the grandchildren lends a helping hand. Sometimes you can see a giant of the sea passing down on the Ems on its way from the Meyer shipyard to the open sea. The cars below look like toys compared with these huge ships.
5 Jahre siden kwam ons burgemeester op Midal und zei, wir mussten einen von uns Tigerwagen als Museum erholen. Und du bist Ziegeleingenieur, du musst der Vorsitzende werden. Da stand bloß noch ein Haar flink oben und sonst fast aalplatt, kein Dach, was mir aufsteht. Das erste, was wir machen, war eine Dach, die mir aufsteht. Und zwar sind das 3000 Quadratmeter Daten, die mussten wunderbar verheerigt werden, damit das nicht mehr lecken. Ohrkorn, der sogenannte Presskorn, da wurden die frisch gestanden, von dort aus, von Hand in Gerüsten geschoben. Nou, Frauen nach 5, 6 Wochen, wenn die Steine drüber waren, kamen die von dort in den Ofen und wurden brannt. Da wurde alles von Hand gemacht. Der Ofen, das ist ein Hoffmannsche Ringofen. Der ist 1896 gebaut worden. Das war das erste Mal, nun, dass die Tiergewarten kein Handwerkbetrieb mehr waren, sondern das war eine Industrie.
The route takes the ramblers past the Jewish cemetery and to various stops on the way for refreshments, just as it did 25 years ago. And, as usual, there's the traditional competition between the fire brigades. Everyone, except the cameraman, welcomed a cooling shower in the summer heat. One tour that should not be missed is to visit all churches in the villages. Not even the locals know them all. There is one church approximately every 2 kilometers. Due to the soft ground in the Ems area, some of the bell towers and churches have sunk somewhat and are rather crooked or lopsided. The bell tower in Midland is an extreme example. All those interested in churches and their history should not miss the chance to visit them here. Apart from the churches, the villages of Jemgum and Ditsum are characterized by their windmills. The windmill in Jemgum is fully functional. Here there's a cafe, and once a year the windmill party takes place. Apart from the numerous churches and windmills in this area, you can view magnificent farms and historic buildings. First and foremost, the Alba House in Langenstrasse in Jemgum. This is where the Spanish Duke Alba stayed during the Battle of Jemgum. Following a leisurely walk through these picturesque villages, the local restaurants shouldn't be missed. In the name of the Council and the administration of the community of Jemgum, I welcome you all here in the Karl Gödel School.
Ik ben 5 minuten vooruit van, heb de poorten opgesloten, dan werd het hard voor ongesteurd naar dit zo'n kunnen. Anders hadden we de tijd niet geschafft als we dat vanmorgen gemaakt hebben. Anders hadden we over de schouw tritten moeten en dat weer onmogelijk kan in de tijd.
This is now the second time for our event Health and Vitality with Ship and Pedals. The second time for a good cause, for the parents of children with cancer and the cystic fibrosis group in Leer. We are pleased that we have more than 500 participants taking part once again on this tour with their bikes from Leer to Ditsum and a return journey by ship and vice versa. And something very special, we have more than 80 voluntary helpers. Because of the immense interest this year, all the tickets were soon sold out, and we've already fixed the date for the same event next year. It'll be on June the 27th, 2004. We're optimistic that we'll have sunshine once again on that day.
One of these artists from the community can be found if you take the long walk alongside the canal from Jemgum towards Böhmerwald, past the Jewish cemetery to the last farmyard, where the path seems to end at the horizon. But if you turn left here, you will notice the nameplate. Barbara Glowatsky, a graphic designer by trade.
The ancient art of producing a marbled effect on paper was learned by the Persians from the Chinese. It then became very popular with the Persians as well as the Turks. I produced the so-called marbled effect by making wavy patterns in the mixture and stirring it around with a stick. We call it high and low tide. I then have to lay the paper on very carefully so that no air bubbles form. I then push it down and pull it over the edge, which I've rounded off.